Good morning and welcome to one of our favorite sport program on TV, Plus Sport. As usual, today will be interesting as we take our mind and our focus to Gombe State, where we'll be looking at the development of athletics in Gombe. Speaking to me, which will be in a better position to tell us the revival and the development of sport, and especially athletics in Gombe, is the chairman, Gombe State Athletic Association, talking about Ahmed Gara Gombe. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Mudashiru. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Since your development and your appointment, rather, as the chairman of athletics in Gombe State, we in Lagos and every other part of the country have been feeling that ripple effect of your appointment, and you've done so well for Gombe. So what's your plan and your agenda so that Gombe will be part of the state when we talk about athletics in the country?
Sorry, the network is not too clear. Can you come back again, please? Sorry.
Okay, sir. Since your appointment as the chairman of Gombe State Athletic Association, you have been doing so well for the development of athletics in Gombe State. What's your plan for the state to be among the best when it comes to athletics?
Yes, thank you so much, Mudashiru, for this opportunity to share our views with you as far as what we are doing in regards to development of athletics in Gombe State. Since my appointment by the chairman of the State Sports Commission, Honorable Olare Daniel, I assumed the responsibility just 2 weeks to the National Sports Festival. But from what I've seen, I think Gombe deserves more than what I found on the ground. I decided to hold on until after the festival in Asaba is over. And immediately after the festival, we came up with a plan to focus mainly on grassroots development of athletics. Secondly, we are also going to focus on capacity building of officials and coaches, which we just started with the training of officials from all the 11 local governments in the state, and also from the Ministry of Education, from the State Universal Basic Education Board, and also from the Private Schools Owners Association in the state. So we conducted the training, the basic trainings at the Gombe State University and the practicals at Pantami Stadium, which coincides with the first Gombe Grand Prix, which all the participants came from across the state, and also some neighboring states from Zaria, from Kaduna, from Jos, from Bauchi participated. So after this initial engagement of training the officials, we are also going to train the coaches. And we are glad to announce that Gombe State is the first state in the country to inaugurate NATO chapter officially, and also the first state in the Northeast to have a NATO chapter. So we are really on the move, and by April, we are going to have the first inter-primary schools competition, athletics competition in the state. After that, we are going to have the inter-secondary schools competition, and also we are going to have the tertiary institutions competition.
Okay.
Right now, Gombe, we have about 6 to 7, I think 8 tertiary institutions. So we are going to also organize their own athletics championship. So these are some of the plans that we have.
Interesting plan. I'm sure that these plans are what will make the development of athletics. But what's a plan for the inter-school? The inter-school for all schools in Gombe to come together. What do you want to achieve with that? And what's your end target for bringing all the old schools in Gombe together for the competition?
Yes, the target is to restore the lost glory of Gombe in sports, especially athletics, and also in the Northeast region. You remember, till today, the best marathoner to have come out of Nigeria happens to come from the Northeast zone, Abbas Mohammed, and also the likes of Mohammed Kolo and the likes of Wozen Gazama. All these are renowned and known marathoners. And also we have other athletes who emerged from the zone that we did not match our current or our pioneer status in Nigerian athletics to our current status. So we want to rekindle that and restore our position and our lost glory at the national level, and also for Gombe State at the zonal level and even beyond. So we also want to see in the next 5 years, our athletes are representing the state, our homegrown athletes, because most of what is happening now, that is.
I hope we still have the chairman of Gombe Athletics Association talking about Ahmed Gara Shuaibu-Gombe. Hello, sir. Do we still have you there, sir? Okay. Okay. Hope we can get him back. If you're just joining us, we've been looking at the development of athletics in Gombe. And speaking to us before the interruption network issue is the chairman of Gombe State Athletic Association, who is still on live here with us. I'm sure, obviously, if we get the network back and we'll be able. Before now, he said that Gombe is channeling all its efforts to ensure that they get back to the lost glory, to these days where we have Gombe as one of the best states in athletics. That is why they did the first ever Grand Prix where states in that region, from Kaduna, from Zaire, all came together at the Patani Stadium in Gombe, where, as you can see earlier on the screen, where we saw people running in the 100 meters race, the 400 meters race, and not forgetting the long distance race. You also mentioned that we'll be expecting more from the youth as in subsequent event, we'll be having the interstate where schools across Gombe will be coming for the Gombe inter-house school competition. Also, we'll be expecting the tetra in schools, the polytechnics, the universities, also in the Gombe, to come together to enable us have a perfect event. And I also asking him, I hope you can see gets the chairman. I was about asking him about the forthcoming National Youth Games that's taking place in Delta. The Youth Games was supposed to be this month, but because of the national general elections coming up, it has been postponed by the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport. So I was expecting him to give us what we should be expecting from the youth in Gombe State.
Yeah, well, we were in camp when the games was postponed after the announcement that it's going to take place in Asaba again. We went to camp and we have to disband the camp because the date was postponed. So we are waiting for the new dates. But as soon as the new date is announced, immediately we are going to go into camp to prepare. Like I said to you, we need a long-term program to excel. So, but I would rather say we are halfway prepared because we have some of the best young athletes around in the land. So we are preparing for that.
Because of our time, let me ask you the final question on the show in regards to the development of athletics in Gombe State. Now, what's the future like if you're still in the M of affair? What's the future? What's the template are you settling down so that even when you leave office, others can follow your blueprint? What's your template for the development of athletics in Gombe as we round up for the show today?
Yeah, the template is that we are first going to develop capacity of officials and coaches. Now, after we develop the capacity of officials and coaches, we will go into competitions through grassroots.
Okay. I'm sure that we try as much as possible to tell you it's trying to much as possible to tell us the template of what development of athletics is in Gombe. That's I'm talking of the chairman of Gombe State Athletic Association. And that's all we could take on today's program. Hopefully, in subsequent editions of our program, we could bring him back to give us more updates and the plan for development of athletics in Gombe State. I'm still Ahmed Shuaibu. Thanks for watching. We could only also hope for the Flying Eagles in their next game against Mozambique that they should win that game so that we could see enough qualification for the next round of the tournament going on right now in Cairo. Thank you for watching. Same time tomorrow, we'll give you all what you need to know in the world of sport. Bye for now.